Hi, this is Jolly Rancher and Kneecaps. Today we're going to go over the gear that I was using on my Appalachian Trail through hike during the summer 2009. Okay. So first we're going to talk about my kitchen. This was what I cooked and ate everything in along the trail. So first we start with the Vargo Titanium 700 milliliter mug. 700 milliliters I found was the perfect size for me. It's about 2 cups, 2.5 cups. And you can mix pretty much whatever you want in here, and it gives you the perfect size food for what you need. I ended up eating a lot of dehydrated food that my mother prepared for me with a food dehydrator. It was the best food that anyone was eating on the trail. I was really lucky to have that. But you can also cook the Knorr sides in here. That's something that is commonly ate on the trail. Also ramen noodles, you can cook those in here very easily. And what I used to cook that was my stove, which this is the Mini Bull Designs atomic stove. You can buy these online at minibulldesignCult.webs.com. It's run by a retired guy up in Maine. His name's Tinny. And he makes these soda can stoves he just cuts 2 soda cans and puts them together and makes these stoves that run on denatured alcohol. This weighs probably about an ounce. It has a wick around the outside and it runs on denatured alcohol, which you can find very easily along the trail. In terms of weight, this is the lightest system you can possibly get on the trail. And denatured alcohol is the most common fuel you can find along the trail. All the outfitters provide it along the way. So I would highly recommend giving him a call or visiting his website. It may not be this design. He has about 30 different designs for stoves on his website. But give him a call and see what he recommends for you. He may have some newer designs out. But this worked perfectly for me on the trail, and I would highly recommend it. I also combined that with this homemade pot stand and wind barrier. So when I would cook, I would put that around the stove and put my pot on top of it, and I had a complete cooking system just like that. And of course eat it with my titanium spork. So that altogether is the perfect solo backpacking kitchen gear, and it all collapses and fits one within the other. And you can find the design for this pot stand online. It's a great little project for you as you're getting ready for the trail. It's made from aluminum flashing, which you can buy at Home Depot, and it all fits perfectly together. Okay, so that's a solo backpacking kitchen. Next, we're going to talk about water and water purification. I started out the trail with a Katadyn Hiker Pro pump. It looks like this, and it has a bunch of tubing and everything. Basically, you drop the tube into the water source and pump into either your Nalgene or water bottle or Camelback, whatever you may be drinking from. I ended up trimming this, the output hose, because it was about this long and I decided I didn't need that extra weight, because I would pump it straight into my Camelback. This whole system weighs, I want to say 14 ounces. Yes, 14 ounces, and costs $75, which, when you think about it, is a lot. It's about £1 just for your water purification. What I ended up switching to was the Aquamira tablet. Sorry, not tablets, water droplets. I don't have an example of that right now. My sister has that, the water droplets. But basically, it's 2 little dropper bottles that you combine, and it makes a chemical purifier that you add to your water, wait 20 minutes, and it's ready to drink. And that clears you of all the microorganisms that are in there, including Giardia, which is the most important thing you need to worry about. So I would recommend not going with a pump, but rather going with the Aquamira droplets. It's much lighter weight, and you can find them along the trail to replace it. One set of the 2 droppers will last you about a month on the trail. Okay. In terms of what you should be carrying to drink your water from, I started out with a Camelback 3-liter bladder and a Nalgene. Sorry, not a Nalgene, a Gatorade, 32-ounce Gatorade bottle. So in total, I could carry about 5 liters of water. That is way too much water. You don't need to be carrying that much because water weighs 8 pounds per gallon. And if you are hiking and trying to hike lightweight, and your entire base weight of your pack is 25 pounds, and you add a gallon of water to that, that's a significant addition to what you're carrying on your back. What I ended up doing was sending the Camelback home and just carrying 2 32-ounce Gatorade bottles. The reason I use Gatorade bottles instead of Nalgenes is because they are much lighter. A Nalgene bottle will weigh about 6 ounces, whereas a Gatorade bottle weighs about 2 ounces. So if you're carrying 2 bottles, that saves you 8 ounces. They're very durable. They'll last you about a month or so. Then you can easily replace them, and when you buy a new Gatorade bottle, it comes with 32 ounces of Gatorade inside, which you can enjoy. When they get funky and you need to clean them, you just throw them out and get a new one. And I thought that was great, and they work well with the Aquamira droplets as well. Okay. Let's see here. So that's pretty much water. You never really need to be carrying more than 2 liters of water on the Appalachian Trail because water is so plentiful. So don't worry about needing to carry too much.